So this is the Megadeth Iceberg, so I deleted the original and I decided to remake it. So yeah, Megadeth is one of my favorite bands and I decided to do like an iceberg on them. Here's the iceberg chart. And this was originally made by Mr. Dumb on Reddit, Metallica. And before Mustaine joined Megadeth, he was originally Metallica. However, when they were going to New York, they kicked him out. Then Mustaine went to California and formed Megadeth Symphony. The symphony is about Symphony of Destruction, which is Megadeth's most famous song. They played a lot live. Holy Wars. So Holy Wars is another famous Megadeth song. They play this one live a lot too. This is about a riot that happened at Northern Ireland when Megadeth were there. It's something about Megadeth bootleg shirts. Also, the Punishment Dude is about Marvel's The Punisher. Rest in Peace lineup. This is about Megadeth's Rest in Peace lineup, which lasted a while and is considered to be the best lineup of Megadeth. Risk. Now, not a lot of people like Risk, but personally, I think that's a good album. It's not their best, but I think it's a good album. It has some good songs on it. Harry King. So, Harry King is the guitarist of Slayer. He played with Megadeth during the early days. Drug addiction. So, back in the day, Megadeth used to have a bad drug addiction. However, Mustaine no longer does drugs. Kiko Loureiro. So, Kiko Loureiro is the new guitar player for Megadeth. Chris Poland. So, Chris Poland used to be the guitar player for Megadeth. Kill Is My Business. He sells some of the Rest in Peace demos, and the system is built. David Ellefson. Now, David Ellefson used to be the bass player of Megadeth. He played on a lot of albums with the band. In 2021, he was fired from the band, The Mechanics. So on the Metallica No Life to Leather demo cassette, there's a song called The Mechanics. Dave did not want Metallica using his riffs, ideas, and stuff. However, Metallica used the Four Horsemen, which is basically the Mechanics but with the bridge. And Megadeth used the Mechanics, which has some different lyrics. Guitar tech fired. So Dave Mustaine was mad at his guitar tech and fired him. Here's a article I found about Rest in Peace Remaster. So of all the chosen 4 remasters of Megadeth, Rest in Peace is considered to be the worst remaster. I have to agree, although Tornado of Souls is a good remaster on the album. The Call of Cthulhu equals Win. So on the album, The World Needs a Hero, there's a song called Win, and the beginning kind of sounds like Metallica's Call of Cthulhu. All the live DVDs and shows and other dub. I guess this was about how the Big Four with Megadeth's live performance sounds different from the live version to the DVD and television version. 2019 Gibson guitar leak. I couldn't find anything on this. These boots. Okay, so this one is really interesting. So Nancy Sinatra made a song called These Boots Are Made for Walking in the 60s. Megadeth covered the song on Kill Is My Business and changed some of the lyrics. Nancy Sinatra didn't like the new lyrics. So in some versions of Kill Is My Business, it doesn't have these boots covered. The 2002 version has the These Boots covered, but it's bleeped out. The 2018 remaster has it, but it's a re-recording. Clear tone strings. Mustaine uses clear tone strings. Apple Music. Megadeth have an Apple Music. Dime. So during the Rest in Peace days, Dimebag Darrell of Pantera was going to be a Megadeth, but he didn't join. The System Has Failed equals solo album. System Has Failed was going to be a Dave Mustaine solo album, but they had to call the band Megadeth still. Leper Messiah. So Leper Messiah is a song for Master of Puppets for Metallica. Mustaine said he wrote the song, but Hammond said that he didn't. Here's an article about this. Glenn Fricker Mustaine V review. So Glenn Fricker reviewed the Mustaine V. There's a video I can find of it. The reason Junior came back was Rest in Peace reunion. I can't find anything on this, but I'm pretty sure it's true. Masterclass snippet. This is about how Dave Mustaine played a snippet of the new album. Was junkie. Like I said earlier in the Iceberg, Mustaine used to be into drugs and stuff. However, he's not anymore. Messed Up. I guess it's about how Megadeth messed up songs sometimes. Killing Time Late. I can't find it down. Chinese censored show in 2015. So in 2015, a Megadeth show was censored in China. Here's an article about this. Mickey Mouse. So in the late 2000s, early 2010s, a lot of people say Dave Mustaine's voice sounds a lot like Mickey Mouse. Tony Laredo. So in 2015, Tony Laredo of Nile filled in for Chris Adler. Florida Chris. Megadeth played some shows at or sometimes the show will get cancelled or other stuff. Canada Make Update. Here are the 2022 Canada Make Updates. Roxville. Here's where I could find this. Megadeth play at Roxville, Daytona. Flight. Megadeth have a cool jet. Dave drunk at Puerto Rico show in 2015. Alright, so here's a video of this. Dave said they were playing Peace Cells, but they were actually gonna play Holy Wars. Yo, David, wow. Okay, so even on the remake of this Iceberg that I'm doing right now, I still can't find anything on this. Japan, February 2023. On February 27, 2023, Megadeth played Budokan in Japan. The most notable thing about this is that Megadeth reunited with Marty Freeman. Act of Defiance. Now, Act of Defiance was a band that had ex-Megadeth members in it, like Chris Broderick and Sean Drover, who doesn't like Tool. I didn't find anything on this, but I do remember that Elfson said at one time that he didn't like Tool. EMG 5766 was staying soon with name change. Now, I couldn't find anything on this, but here's a picture of an EMG 5766 Sabotage drink contest. So in 1988, when Megadeth were on tour for them, was So Good, So What? Sabotage were on tour for them. Megadeth and Sabotage had a drink contest, and Megadeth won. Take No Prisoners live in 2022. So Megadeth played Take No Prisoners in 2022. Here's a video of this I found right. Some kid's brother was death stealer and kills my business period. So I guess it's true that some kid's brother was Megadeth stealing. Being a drum tech was the easiest way to be a Megadeth pre-2016. I have no idea about this one. First riff ever leaked from New York was Dogs of Chernobyl. Again, I don't know about this one. Radio leaked that 2 songs would be We'll Be Back and Police Truck in fall 2021. So on this Iceberg, it shows that Red Post and it says that We'll Be There and a cover of Police Truck would be on the Glenn Drover arresting grocery store workers. So this has to do with Spectre 7 Studios. It says on a viewer comment that, Glenn Drover was harassing grocery store workers because he wanted to buy some, chocolate or something. There's a Reddit comment I found about this. The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead's initial release date was supposed to be November 2021. This one sounds true, but I can't find anything about it. We'll Be Back used to be called We'll Be There. Again, can't find anything on this. Last on Dom's Iceberg is Laura Mustaine. Let's just say that she really likes Dave Mustaine. Let's just keep it there. Yeah. Also, sorry if I skipped over 3 entries on tier 5. Just didn't really want to talk about them. Anyways, here's some bonus entries. A Hidden Treasures Special Edition. So there's already Hidden Treasures, but there's also this Hidden Treasures Special Edition that has the euthanasia background. This has some bonus songs on it. During the Future, Mine's first appearance. During the Future, Mine first appeared on Megadeth's compilation from 2000 called Capital Punishment. And later, The World Needs a Hero. Kill the King. So Kill the King first appeared on Capital Punishment 2, and it's a really great Megadeth song. Anthology Set the World Afire. Okay, so of all the greatest hits that Megadeth released over the years, this one's definitely my favorite Megadeth greatest hits. Now, even though I already had almost all the albums up to that point, I remember when I got this in Christmas 2009. It was so cool, it was a greatest hit. It's so many Megadeth songs I never heard before, like the Crown of Worms demo, the High Speed Dirt demo, Go to Hell, Reckoning Day live at the Mesa Amphitheater in Phoenix, Arizona in 1997. Symphony of Destruction and Peace Cells live at the Cow Palace in San Francisco in 1992. Run War. The Demon Steen asked John Harrison Diamond Head if he could write a song with him. And John Harrison gave him a piece of paper, and then Damon Steen rewrote some lyrics and then wrote the song Crown of Worms, which is a great Megadeth song. I really like it. It's also on the remixed and remastered Megadeth Countdown to Extinction. Behind the Music made 2001. Megadeth released the Behind the Music, and it was a really great documentary of Megadeth, especially the extended version. And in 2011, I think, there was a remastered version of it. Yeah, it's definitely a great documentary of the band. Go check it out. Angry Again. Yeah, Angry Again was a Megadeth song that was on Last Action Hero, an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, and it's a really great song. It sounds like they could be on euthanasia. Love to Death uses Bach Toccata in D minor. So at the beginning of Love is Dead, they use this Bach's toccata, which is pretty cool. And of course, it was originally by Bach. Thank you for watching my remake of the Megadeth Iceberg.